Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jon Rivera from GamingInstincts.com, and welcome to the first episode of my Let's Play of Resident Evil 2 for the Sony PlayStation. Now, I'm actually playing the vanilla version of Resident Evil 2, no special edition, no director's cut, no DualShock version. This is regular-ass Resident Evil 2. As you can see, there's the original prize offer to be in the movie. As we can see, this game contains scenes of extreme violence and gore. Obviously, this is one of the double-decker games. Comes in the thicker jewel case that has placeholders for 2 discs because this game is separated on 2 discs, one for Claire's scenario, one for Leon's scenario, both being disc B and disc A, respectively. Here's the intro right here, Resident Evil 2. As you can see, things have definitely improved from the outset, just because of the fact that we're using CG cutscenes all the way through, as opposed to using a weird mishmash of live motion, very low budget live motion at that, as well as Silicon Graphics CG. There's a little more money in the budget for this game, and it definitely shows in a few areas. First things first, let's get into the options, key configuration. Alrighty. I'm going to stick with control layout A, or key config A. And the reason why is because I'm actually, for this game, as well as Resident Evil 3 when I get to it, I am going to be playing this game with the ASCII Biohazard. Here, let's see if I can show it. It's a little difficult to show in the camera. I'm going to be using the specially made ASCII Biohazard Resident Evil gamepad. Here's a view of the front, and as you can see, the button layout is physically different. And if you see on the back, the right handle of the controller is shaped like a pistol grip, complete with trigger. So this is what I'm going to be using to play through Resident Evil 2 as well as Resident Evil 3 when the time comes. So I'm a sucker for weird peripherals and controllers, so that's the only reason why I'm doing it. Just for the novelty of it. Sound, we're going to stick with stereo, of course. And I think the monitor is fine. I don't think we have to physically shift the display. Alright, new game. So there are 2 options from the outset this time around for Resident Evil 2. You have your easy mode, and you also have your hard mode, or normal mode. So we're actually going with normal. And the reason being is normal is just the way to play. I mean, it's the way the game was originally designed to be played. Here we go. Oh, the first zombie.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Racoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T-virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Racoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit.
Yeah, for some reason that the Stars logo kind of stutters as it zooms out and crossfades out into showing the shot of Chris Redfield as well as Jill Valentine looking at the mansion.
But the Umbrella
Same thing with the Umbrella logo right here.
We're
far from finished. Here we go. So all of the cutscenes this time around in Resident Evil 2 are captured using Silicon Graphics level CG. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the compression of the cutscenes, the actual video itself, is a little rough around the edges. You can see some artifacting if you look closely. So it should be showing up on the capture card. So. Yeah, if you look at the lights right there, you can probably see some artifacting. It should be showing up on the capture card at least.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Oh, damn, you're screwed. Oh no, he got back up. Is it, wait, Toxigo? Is that like...
Hello?
Oh, donuts.
Is
Emmy's Diner
anyone
and Bar.
here?
Is Toxigo like a fake
Hello?
Texaco variant or something?
Hello?
Oh, sorry, just the zombie enjoying his manwich. Oh no, a zombie!
I'm sorry I bothered you, okay?
I love how in all of these games, all the characters
Are you listening?
address the first zombie they ever encounter as being like possibly human still. They're like, alright, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you, just leave me alone. It's like, yo, it's a zombie. Clearly, I mean, you had to have seen the George A. Romero movies.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down.
Yeah, see, Leon knows what's going on.
We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
So just looking at the introduction right here, seeing that it's all done in Silicon Graphics CG,
There!
you can tell that not only was the Team Horror being led this time around not by Shinji Mikami, but by Hideki Kamiya, the guy who would later go on to make Devil May Cry.
What's going on? I arrived in
He would
time.
also move on to make
And the
Star
whole
Fox
place
Zero,
went
regrettably
insane.
enough, but
Radio's out.
You're a cop,
he was
right?
definitely a big
day on
name
the
in
job.
Capcom
Great,
before he
huh?
left
Name's
and
Leon
ended up
Kennedy.
founding
Nice to meet
Platinum
Mine's
Games with
Claire.
a bunch of
Claire
other
Redfield.
like
Came
rockstar
before my brother
developers.
Chris.
This was his first directorial debut. He was a systems planner, from what I remember, on the first Resident Evil. But then this time around, when RE2 came up, he decided to step up to the plate as the director of the game.
There's a gun inside.
And that's why this
Better
time
take it
around
easy.
there's a pretty big thematic divide. Oh no, zombie! There's a pretty big thematic divide between this game and its predecessor. Thematically, this game, oh, and it looks just as silly now as it ever did years ago. Where the zombie just crashes through the windshield. It's just so silly how he slides. Oh no! It's a very clever thing that they threw in there. They actually set up this whole thing. Oh no, fiery death. Toasty.
Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Fate brought them together, and an out-of-control gas semi separated them. They were parted by an unescapable destiny. This was just the beginning of their worst nightmare. All right, we are in it. Let's see if I can juke him out. Oh. There we go. Off to a good start. So, like I said, Shinji Mikami had taken a back seat, just taking a production role, a producer role in this game. Hideki Kamiya directing this time around, and the first time that they actually were working on this game, they ended up making a build of the game that they were not satisfied with.
Freeze! Who are you?
I love how his mitten hands aren't even touching the crossbow.
Don't shoot!
Like,
I'm
one of them is
human.
clearly just grabbing onto air.
Ooh. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on.
Yeah, lock that door,
I ain't
dude.
got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Robert Kendo, the gun shop owner.
But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here.
Don't you worry, girlie.
I'm keeping a close eye on things.
So yeah, like I said, Shinji Mikami took a backseat this time around, just taking a producer role in this game. This is where Hideki Kamiya started directing he was the lead director on this game. They got pretty much 80% done with their first build, which is now referred to forevermore as Resident Evil 1.5. It's a prototype that I really want to do a Let's Play of, so that way I can show you guys how it works. But unfortunately, that might have to sit on the back burner for a while, because I really need to get through these numbered titles. So I really need to get through Resident Evil 2, 3, all the way to 6. Because I really want to show how great the series can be, but I also want to show how the series has fallen from grace. Alright, so we have some more handgun bullets. Now, actually, something interesting about this, because they definitely made a change here from the first game. As you can see, Browning HP, manufactured by FN Belgium. Okay, so right off the bat, if you guys have watched my Let's Play of Resident Evil 1, you should notice that there's a huge difference, a huge change that they made with this inventory interface and how you interact with items. If you look at it, this object, when you check it, doesn't present you with a 3D model. It presents you with a two-dimensional sprite, just a flat visual aid. So basically, this game is where they took the investigative portion of Resident Evil in terms of investigating objects, looking at them from certain angles, and being able to discover nuances through that process. That was completely taken. It was completely taken out of the formula and done away with in this game. So just to point that out. All right. So we're gonna walk over here, and then, oh no! I was so sure that that glass window was gonna hold them off. Oh man. Okay, Robert Kendo is not looking too good. I'm pretty sure that... Now, here's an interesting factoid. If you guys can actually dispatch these zombies and get to Robert Kendo's corpse, you can actually pick up his crossbow, and you'll have a few rounds to mess around with. The only thing is, I don't find it as being an advantageous thing to do, because, I mean, let's be honest. You're not going to want to mess around with a brand new weapon right off the bat. I mean, there's a reason why the game was designed this way from the outset. So you're not going to want to waste valuable pistol rounds just to get a novel weapon. Yeah, back off. Oh, did you see that? The arm actually just it stayed on my arm. It was like grabbing onto me. That's awesome. That's a neat little touch. I've never seen that before. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen an arm grab onto the main character like that, and actually stay grabbing onto her when she pushes the enemy off. That's cool. There are a lot of neat little touches in this game. I'll do my best to point them all out. Yeah, I got it. I got you. Yeah, I got it. Yep. Reserving your ammunition in this particular section is key. Like, being sure not to waste too much of your ammunition in this area is so imperative, because it drastically impacts the rest of your experience playing through this game. don't know if I should have done that. Yeah, I don't think I should have done that. I just wasted like 3 rounds of ammunition. Totally not cool. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, back off. There we go. Another interesting little factoid, something that I wasn't going to try to pull off this time around because, you know, time is of the essence. In this little nook right here, this little underpass, if you get to this area without killing a single zombie or like shooting your weapon, you'll actually run into the zombified version of Brad Vickers, the helicopter pilot from Resident Evil 1 in this particular section of this area. And if you kill him and you search his body, you'll find the key to the closet in the dark room, which actually has unlockable costumes. A neat little touch, I think. One of the best shots in the game right here. I mean, that's just awesome. Just that perspective shot panning up, showing the police station, showing how daunting and how desperate the situation is. It's a very ominous framing of the police department. There are a lot of interesting things in this game. I think the most interesting thing in this game, in terms of its thematic elements, of course it's a survival horror game. I mean, we all know this. However, something that's interesting about the first slew of Resident Evil games, the core slew of Resident Evil games, is that they mix the theme of horror with another theme. And I'm not sure if many people have picked up on this, but the theme seen in Resident Evil 1 is that of horror mixed with misery. And what I mean by that is you see the theme of misery with the main characters, specifically Barry Burton. Barry Burton, he's being basically manipulated against his will. His family is being held hostage by Albert Wesker during the entire ordeal in the mansion. Then you have the situation with having to save Rebecca as Chris Redfield. Obviously, we didn't see that in our playthrough because we were playing as Jill at that time. Let's watch this cutscene and then I'll continue with my theory.
Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill, Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
As you can see, the polygonal models in this game have seen a huge
ago,
improvement over the first game, for sure.
Involving these zombie-like creatures.
Character models have more sections to them, and
this city,
while the texture detail doesn't really show that much of improvement,
and the other STARS
you can see way more detail with the certain
discovered
sections, like the hands,
was behind
the waist
everything,
area.
at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me.
Is he okay?
Just rescue
He's got a
the
huge like
survivors
chunk
from the other
bitten
room.
out of his midsection. I don't think
Here.
he's okay.
Take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But
Just go.
okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, you're not gonna get to him, Claire. He's gonna be a zombie by the time you get to him. Sorry, spoiler alert. Marvin Branoff. So now I have the card key, and I'm gonna be able to unlock the side doors to the hall. will you use the blue card key? Of course. Checking up ID card. Okay, hall side doors locked, released. Alright, let's take this moment to save our progress. Yes, I will. As you can see... Oh. Interesting. Hold on one second. We seem to have a problem here. My memory card is not being detected for some reason. Alright, I'll figure that out in next episode. Don't worry about that. Let's at least see. Okay, so it didn't consume one of my ink ribbons. That's good. So, ink ribbon's still at 2. We're good. Nothing to worry about. Alright, so I'm not sure whether we should go through this door first or through actually, you know what? I'm going to go through this other door first. As you can see, the run cycle in this game for both characters, you can't see Leon's right now because obviously I'm playing one scenario. But Claire Redfield's run cycle is pretty awesome. I mean, there's just even more implied, I guess, purpose with the run animation. So let's go through this door. And we are going to throw our ink ribbons in here. Something I really love about this game is the notes, all the notes and documents that you find. So here we go. Police memorandum. August 23rd, 1998. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. The safe with 4-digit lock, you mean the safe with the 4-digit lock, has been moved from the STARS office to the 2nd floor, to the Eastern office on the 1st floor. The code is 2236, Racoon Police Liaison Department. The police memorandum has been filed. What is this? There we go. We got some first aid spray. I'm sorry, F-aid spray. Oh, snap! Did you see that? That's a liquor. Something that's really improved in this game is the use of camera angles. Like that's a really awesome camera angle right here. Or it was. Oh, never used again. It's unfortunate because it's a nice camera angle. His head is missing. It seems to have been twisted off. Let's see if I can find anything. There we go. By the way, something that you might notice in the captured footage is that this game has a tendency to dynamically change between resolutions. I'm not sure why that is. Uh-oh. Oh no! What is this? It's looks like a samurai demon without any flesh. Alright, come on. Come on. Nope. Yeah. That's right, you're dead. You'd better be dead, at least. Yeah, he's dead. Where's my health at? Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. Let's pick this up. So, okay, back to my discussion or my talk about the idea of mixing horror themes with other themes to make up your Resident Evil theme for the day. Like I said, Resident Evil 1 was more an exercise in horror and misery. As where this game focuses more on amalgamating the theme of horror with the theme of desperation. And you definitely see this in both scenarios. You know, not just with Claire, not just with Claire's scenario. Let's see if there's anything over here. But you also see it with Leon's scenario. With Leon's scenario, the desperation comes from, I need to protect this lady, Ada, as well as Claire, and I need to get the hell out of here. With Claire, it's a matter of, I need to find my brother. I need to find out if he's okay. And then eventually, it turns into a quest to protect Sherry Birkin, the little child. And it evolves into, I need to protect this child, and I need to get the hell out of here. Operation Report. Operation Report, September 26th. I'm assuming that's in 1998. The Racoon Police Department has unexpectedly... sorry. Let me start that over. The Racoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Well, that's not good. Many have been injured. Even more were killed. During the attack, our communications equipment was destroyed, and we no longer have contact with the outside. We have decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond the Racoon City. The details of the operation are as follows. Security of armaments and ammunition. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of recent unresolved incidents. I'm assuming the incidents they're referring to are those in the Arkley Mountains of Racoon City. On the very day before the zombies' attack, he made the decision to relocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions. To unlock the weapon storage. As stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all the ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapon storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the card key used to access the weapon storage is missing, and we have been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become a top priority to restore the power in the power room and secure those locks. David Ford. Operation Report, September 27th, 1 p.m. The west barricade has broken through, and another exchange ensued. We sheltered the injured in the confiscation room in the first floor temporarily. 12 more people were injured in the battle. 3 additional people were killed following a sudden appearance of an as-of-yet unknown creature. I'm assuming that's the liquor. This creature is identified by missing patches of skin and razor-like claws. Yes, that's the liquor. However, its most distinguishing characteristics is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. Their numbers as well as their location remains unknown. We have tentatively named this creature the Licker, and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. The Operation Report number 1 has been filed. Empty soda cans and junk. Nothing else. It looks like an operation map. It looks like there was a recent accident here. Oh yeah, look at that. There's a hot pinup on the wall. Oh yeah. What do you think about that, Claire? So yeah, as I mentioned before, the themes of horror and desperation are very prevalent in this game. But that's not the only reason why this game is amazing. Oh gosh. I'm going back here. I'm going back here so that way I can take up a better firing position. Ugh. Come up. Oh, come on. Back off. Whew. You're done. Okay. So those guys have been dispatched. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. I'm surprised that I'm still fine. I expected to be in the caution zone, but oh well. Better for me. Let's see. What's this? Don't leave the dark room open. Or the dark room door open. What's down here? What else is down here? A diamond is etched under the keyhole. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's take that. Oh, here's another improvement in this game. I'll show you right here. Look. Now, as you can see, let's cancel this. Whoa, what? Here we go. That I accidentally hit the R1 button, which reorganizes everything, because that line, that dark orange line, is where the inventory box's list begins, and then above the line is where it ends. So I just reorganized it. So as you can see, I have the ink ribbon highlighted, and I'm gonna press X. Boom. That is a big deal right there. The fact that items of a like kind or the same kind auto-combine when basically exchanged through the universal item box. That's a huge deal because that was not the case in Resident Evil 1. You had to actually have 2 inventory spaces so that way you could put 2 of the same item, and then you'd have to leave the universal item box interface, access your inventory screen, and then combine the items right then and there. Then exit your inventory, access the universal item box, and then deposit that combined item in there. What an extra pain in the butt that was. This time around, it's no longer an issue because they've made this aesthetic improvement. So that's fantastic. So I'm actually gonna deposit that here. Let's see. Let's combine this with this. Yes. There we go. Sorry, the actual sensitivity of the D-pad moving up and down across items and stuff is actually way more sensitive in this game than in the first game. The first game was very, very slow, but they've actually increased the repetition sensitivity so that way you could scroll through items a lot faster. Another aesthetic improvement. Operation Report number 2. Running out of water. Operation Report, September 28th, 1998. Early morning, 2:30 a.m. Zombies overran the operation room and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. He was the guy who was writing the operation report and doing the recordings for it. So he's dead. We're down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to secure the weapons cache and hope for our survival continues to diminish. We won't last much longer. We agreed upon a plan to escape through the sewer. There's a path leading from the precinct underground to the sewage disposal plant. We should be able to access the sewers through there. The only drawback is that there is no guarantee the sewage disposal plant is free of any possible dangers. We know our chances in the sewers are slim, but anything is better than simply waiting here to die. In order to buy more time, we locked the only door leading to the underground, which is located in the eastern office. We left the key behind in the western office since it's unlikely that any of those creatures have the intelligence to find it and unlock the door. I pray that this operation report will be helpful to whoever may find it. Recorder, Elliot Edward. Elliot Edward. Alrighty. I think we're good for now, right? Oh, sweet. Sweet deal. It never hurts to search. Ever. Never hurts. Okay, so this is obviously right here. This is actually the locker. It says it's locked. A special kind of key is required. That's the key that you're supposed to get off the zombified carcass of Brad Vickers, the helicopter pilot from Resident Evil 1, to access this particular locker. And this locker contains special costumes and stuff. So that's like a new game plus sort of feature. Nice touch. I can develop film here. So I'm going to go up there and I'm going to try to access an Easter egg. For those who might be unfamiliar with it, it's a special piece of film that you can develop in the dark room. All the zombies here are dead. What kind of symbol was etched underneath the keyhole? It was a diamond that was etched underneath the keyhole. So keep that in mind. So the whole theme of horror and desperation with this game definitely shows not just throughout the gameplay, but it also shows through the character motivations. But one of the biggest players in this is the music. If you listen to all the music, it's a lot different from Resident Evil 1 because it evokes the feeling of desperation. It's not really trying to invoke the feeling of like just overbearing dread. There is an element to the soundtrack that does have that sort of element to it, but every time I play this game, I feel the sense of desperation. And that's exactly what they were going for. So, actually, you know what? Before I actually solve this puzzle, let's read this. Because I'm jumping the gun a bit. So, something is written on the something is written on the mounting. The god of sun and the god of moon. Their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release red soul. That's not foreshadowing at all. Let's do this. Nice. Yes, I will take the red jewel. Alright, so here we are at the STARS office. There isn't anything useful on the shelf. It's trashed. Oh, wait. Oh, go back to that. A picture of the STARS members. Yeah, see, there's Brad Vickers, center of the back row. Next to him, on our right, is Albert Wesker. After that, it's Barry Burton. Then after that, it's Chris Redfield. Joseph Frost is right next to Jill Valentine on the far right. Then there's Jill. That guy. Is that? No, that's not who I think it is. I can't remember who that guy is in the dead center of the front row. But next to him, on the left, is Enrico Marini. Then there's, to the left of Brad Vickers, there's Kenneth. Then to the left of Kenneth, there's Forrest. And that's all I can remember off the top of my head. But yeah, damn. Joseph got mopped up bad. There are various trophies. One of them reads, Marksman Contest Winner, Chris Redfield. Which is ironic because Jill Valentine is the better shot in Resident Evil 1. So. There is a clip of handgun ammunition right here. Somewhere. Where is it? No. It's trashed. Someone must have searched the desk. Where is it? There it is. Will you take the handgun bullets? Yes, I will. Alright, here's a little Easter egg right here. You have to search this desk. It's either like 25 or 30 times. And then eventually it'll spit up an item. So I'm just going to do this repeatedly. It's funny that they even put this in the game, but you know, that's another reason to why this game is basically, in my opinion, one of the greatest games of all time. They basically just threw the kitchen sink into this game. Okay, here we go. Will you take the film? Yes, I will. You don't have to do this to complete the game. Like, it's completely unnecessary to do that. Let's see. Okay, I still have inventory space. So I have room for the last 2 items. Oh, here's a book. Chris's diary. August 8th. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turns into a zombie. But the entire mansion went up in that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of options. August 17th. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August 24th. With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G virus, a variation of the original T virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella HQ in Europe. Crazy. I won't tell my sister about this trip, because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. The Chris's diary has been filed. Crazy. There are unopened cardboard boxes. It looks like a rookie's desk. Yep. As you can see, there's the first aid thing right there. That's that's Rebecca Chambers' desk. This is Jill's desk, because you can see her beret. It's a picture of a young man. There's a good chance it's her boyfriend. I wonder who it is. The desk is disorganized and untidy. It probably reflects the owner's personality. Oh, Chris Redfield. I'm assuming that he never cleaned up his room as a child. And there we've got it. The grenade launcher. Yes, I'll take that. What is this? Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go back in there, grab that paperwork, and see what's on it. Oh my gosh, are you serious? This is so dumb. Okay, third time is the charm. I swear I thought it was going to access the door again. God bless. Federal Police Department Internal Investigation Report. Mr. Chris Redfield, Racoon City Police Department, STARS Division. As per your request, we have conducted our internal investigation and have discovered the following information. Number 1, regarding the G-Virus, currently under development by Umbrella Inc. So far, it is unconfirmed that the G-Virus even exists. We're continuing with our investigation. Number 2, regarding Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Racoon City Police Department. Mr. Irons has allegedly received a large sum of funds in bribes from Umbrella Inc. over the last 5 years. He was apparently involved in the cover-up of the Mansion Lab case, along with several other incidents which Umbrella appears to have direct involvement. Mr. Irons has been arrested under suspicion of rape and on 2 separate accounts during his years as a university student. Jeez. He underwent psychiatric evaluation as a result of the charges, but was released due to circumstantial evidence as well as his phenomenal academic standing. As such, extreme caution is advised when dealing with him. Jack Hamilton, Section Chief Internal Investigations, United States Federal Police Department. The mail to Chris has been filed. So according to this internal investigation report, Chief Irons is a slimy son of a gun. It's interesting because Chief Irons in Resident Evil 1.5's story is the complete opposite of what he is in this game. In this game, he is a sick and I can't talk right. He is a sick and twisted bastard in this version of Resident Evil 2, but in the original version of Resident Evil 1.5, he's actually a good guy. Not just good in terms of his actions, but he is a morally upstanding person. So it's really weird to go from that to how just completely effed up he is in this particular version of Resident Evil 2, this final version. Alright, let's develop this film. So that was Albert Wesker's desk that we had found the film in. I can develop film here. Sweet, let's do it. Recruit. Albert Wesker, you perv. That's Rebecca Chambers, by the way. He was probably thinking, oh yeah. Anyway, with that, that'll do it for this first episode of my Let's Play of Resident Evil 2 for the Sony PlayStation. I'm going to try to figure out this memory card situation because it wasn't doing this to me when I was pre-playing it, just to set up the system, the hardware, the capture equipment, and everything else. So something is definitely amiss with this. If I have to replay up to this point, I'll definitely do so, but hopefully that's not going to be necessary. But anyway, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I hope you guys join me next time around for episode 2 till the end of this Let's Play for Resident Evil 2 for the PlayStation. As always, this is Jon Rivera signing off for GamingInstincts.com, saying thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw, please be sure to like this video down below. If you guys want to start a conversation about your personal experiences with Resident Evil 2, or if you've never played it and you want to know more about it, be sure to leave yourself a comment down below this video, and be sure to start a conversation. We definitely welcome that. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening with Gaming Instincts, both on YouTube as well as our main website, GamingInstincts.com, be sure to visit the website, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with the current happenings with it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.